732, the mighty 1630, KCJJ.
We are joined this morning by Iowa Heartlanders head coach Derek Damon and broadcaster David Fine. It's opening weekend coming up. This is exciting. How you guys doing this morning?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I can't believe that we're at opening weekend.
Pull that a little closer to you. It's okay.
Can't believe that we're at opening weekend already. It seems like yesterday that we finished up at home last year with that sellout.
Yeah, and so this is the Heartlanders' fourth year, and your third year as coach.
Yeah.
Is it getting any easier to start the season now that you have some established players that continue to come back?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the experience that I've gained as the head coach the last 3 years has really helped me in preparation for this year. I'd say we had a lot of turnover this year because we want, obviously we need to get better. And so we had to find, the right guys that we could bring in to build that culture. And we feel like we've done a pretty good job so far.
Well, I'm sure as your fans probably know, there's hundreds of players out there that are kind of free agents at the end of pretty much every season, and you either can get them as they're coming up, or maybe players who have had experience in the upper levels that are still want to play but don't have their skill levels has dropped a little bit. But the ECHL has become such a powerhouse. I mean, teams from coast to coast, and it's no longer the East Coast Hockey League. That's definitely for sure.
Yeah. No, and for us as a team, we kind of went with the direction this summer that we're going to go young and hungry. Right now we're not a destination for players that are older. So like our older guys are Yuki Mura, his fourth year in the league. He's a little bit older now, and obviously he's very invested in our community and our organization. But we're a team that has a lot of young guys, hungry guys that are itching to get to the next level, and we feel like we can develop these guys into pros.
Well, not only the fact that it's a relatively new franchise, but does the venue and the location, is that a selling point when you're recruiting players?
It is. It's starting to become more and more. People, when they think of Coralville, Iowa, they've never heard of Coralville, and,
right.
But once everybody gets here, or once we're able to sell that with our recruiting video, guys are like, wow, that's a pretty impressive place to play. And our front office, our president Matt Getz, they're really doing an outstanding job selling the team and the vision to this community, and I think we're just growing together. We're a young organization, and there's a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, and of course the Extreme Arena is one of the finest facilities in the league. I mean, and then when you drive up to it, I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like, that's it? Because it looks, on the outside, it looks kind of small.
Yeah.
But whoever designed it did a hell of a job, because it's very cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if we feel fortunate that we're able to play in such a facility, and when that place gets even 3,000 people, it seats 5,000. That's total sellout. But when there's 3,000 people in there, it is loud.
Yeah, the acoustics are perfect for that.
It's awesome. So, I mean, our hope is that we get, a sellout this weekend, and we get that place rocking, and it'll be a good series against Fort Wayne. We just played them in the preseason in Fort Wayne.
And how did that go?
We lost the first game, and then we came back and won the second game.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it was great for us to be able to get our feet wet, with a lot of young guys.
Yeah, because it's one thing to practice and scrimmage amongst each other, but to play another team and kind of go through your rotations and stuff like that. Nice to get that underway before the first puck officially drops to start the season.
Yeah, you can't replicate game action, and for these guys, to see what we've been working on the last 10 days, see it start to come to fruition. It's really great for the guys to have that confidence, and now we can see where we need to adjust going into this weekend.
Now, David, it is opening weekend, and I'm sure there's a lot of great events surrounding that.
Absolutely. So we went with the deer theme. It's open season weekend. This Friday at 7 and this Saturday at 6. If you're thinking of coming out and you're saying, I haven't been to a game yet, I would really encourage people to check out the Saturday game. We want to sell out both games, but the Saturday game in particular, with the Saturday game, just like we did at the end of last year, we're going to have a pregame tailgate right in front of Extreme Arena, kind of close it. I don't know if it's really like closed down, but sort of, vendors sort of on the side of the street and in the plaza, and it kind of stretches down past like the Stay Bridge over there. And so we're going to have local food and also some drink vendors there basically we're going to make it a party, and I don't want to jinx it, but the weather on Saturday looks a little bit warmer than it is this morning too. So we're really looking forward to doing that from 3 to 5 p.m. It's completely free to attend, even if you say, hey, I just, maybe I'll come out for an hour and I don't know what my plans are. From 3 to 5, we're doing giveaways for like our in-game experiences. So if you want to ride the Zamboni, you can win that. At the tailgate. I personally have never ridden the Zamboni, so I might, have to throw.
You're always working.
Yeah, I'm always working. So
you're too busy.
Yeah, too busy. Maybe I'll sneak a alias in the hat or whatever for the giveaways. But we're doing giveaways. We're having I've never even heard of this giveaway, but I think a lot of teams are doing it this year. But we're going to be the first one to do it on Saturday. I've seen these too. It's a light up rally towel, like an LED light up rally towel.
Kidding. Wow.
So like imagine you have like, a towel you can wave over your head, and then it lights up. There's a little sort of like button on the side, and it has multiple settings for flashing.
Oh boy.
It's really cool. So we're giving away that as well to fans as they're coming in the door. So be one of the first ones in the building. And then Derek, I think we're doing like the team sort of like coming in, or there's going to be like an autograph signing thing as well. I think if you want to meet some of the players before the game. So overall, that's Saturday. Friday, first game of the season as well. All the excitement and the special introductions and everything that goes along with the home opener. But on Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m., completely free to attend before the game, and then tickets start at $15 for Saturday's game with the free pregame tailgate from 3 to 5, and then puck drop at 6.
Well, you guys have done a really good job making it a whole family event. I mean, there's like you said, giveaways and stuff like that, but there's games for kids and the action on the ice. And Derek, I said this many years ago. There's one thing watching it on TV.
Yeah.
But when you're there and you see how hard these guys work and how fast the action is, you can't keep your eyes off of it.
Yeah. No, and I think whenever I'm talking to people that are not, hockey fanatics, go to a game. Because when you're trying to follow it on TV, unless you really know the game of hockey, it's hard to follow. But when you're there, you can feel the action, you can feel the energy from the players, and how fast this game is. It's incredible. I mean, it's, in my opinion, the greatest game on earth, and I hope that a lot of other people start to feel that way here.
And you soccer moms and dads out there, you'll get offsides right away. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. No, absolutely. For us, the type of team that we've built this year, we feel like it's going to be an entertaining team to watch. Like I said, we're young and hungry, but we're going to be relentless, and we're just going to be an aggressive team that plays hard.
So lots of shots on goal?
Well, yeah, the idea is to funnel a lot of things to that net and get to the net, but we're going to be hard and aggressive and in your face.
Yep. Well, this, I said, this is your third season at the helm of the Heartlanders, and the team has started to become a great asset to the area. People are taking notice and knowing that it's a great experience to go to a game, whether you're a casual fan or a rabid diehard. And David, you do such a good job, doing the games on the stream and everything. So you bring that excitement. So if somebody's listening at home, you're definitely going to go, God, I got to check out a game one of these days.
Absolutely. And before, I'll touch on that in a sec. One of the things that I don't think we're lucky to have, and I don't know if I ever told this to Derek necessarily, but what Derek has helped do, you talk about being a community asset with helping to grow the youth hockey in this area and being so involved is remarkable. And from the perspective that not every, team, market or whatever you say in hockey in general is lucky enough to have a head coach like Derek that goes to pretty much, I think, like every single practice, every single youth hockey practice for the Junior Heartlanders, and helping to get people involved in the games. So I think that's really a little known fact, because it is, sort of the youth hockey scene here is a very small world. But I mean, Derek can touch on it too. The numbers and the doubling and the tripling, it seems like year over year, has been remarkable thing, and you've gotten to see it even closer than I have.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the Learn to Play, the Learn to Skate, and the Junior Heartlanders organization, from year one, we had 74 kids enrolled in the Junior Heartlanders, and now we've got over 150 kids.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's growing. The game is growing, and it's a team effort from our organization to the people that are invested in the Junior Heartlanders, and the game is growing, and it's in a good place here.
Now, are you so to speak, a permanent resident of the area now?
Yeah.
I mean, when you took the job, you just moved here, and
Yep.
you're here all year round?
All year. We have a house here. My wife goes to the University of Iowa. She's in school to become a nurse practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
My kids are all 3 kids are in school here. So, I mean, we love the area. You couldn't ask for a better place to live.
And that's so important, especially when you're starting to establish a franchise, is to have the faces here. You know, a lot of teams, the coaches are only there for the season, and then they go back to their whatever their home is. But it's cool that you're here and helping to grow the game. I know the franchise is really into that and becoming a community asset, and the Crowds have kind of borne that out. And you guys had your first sellout the last game of the year. That was so cool, and it looks like perfect weather for outdoor tailgating this Saturday and hanging out and going and just having a great time. And you've got a really cool ticket pack, obviously season tickets, but there's an elite package that is now available.
Yes, so it starts at $80. You get five games. So what is that? $14 a game,
right,
or whatever,
yeah.
$13 a game, and you get a ticket to our best 5 games, which is one of them is this Saturday. Mm-hmm. For each of those games, there's either an indoor pregame party, or this Saturday is going to be an outdoor pregame party. Mm-hmm. So I encourage, if you're thinking of coming to a few games, or like, hey, these are all Saturday games at 6 p.m. Hey, I'm generally open. Maybe I'll take a look. You can get it's called the 5-star ticket package, and it's going to be. The reason we're calling it that is not just because of the parties beforehand, and there's giveaways on each of these games. We're giving away experiences for each of these games. Each of these games has an amazing theme that goes along with it, including my favorite, November 30th, which is going to be Crispy Bacon Night. It's sort of like playing into just doing some wild kind of things. But that is a great way for even if you only come to 1 or 2 of those games. Mm-hmm. To see the best of what we're trying to do from a game entertainment standpoint, giveaways, the pregame parties, and hopefully the action on the ice as well.
Well, Derek, good luck to you and the team this year. I hope to see you sometime during the season again. And David, I'm sure you and I you could back on the air with us several times over the year as well.
Absolutely. We'll have a few players, a few front office members, and we need a name for this segment, as I said. If
there you go. If you guys can think of something, let us know.
Some FCC
It's open season
things.
Weekend. Games tonight, or Friday night and Saturday against Fort Wayne. Heartlanders.com is the website to buy tickets and get more.
Being Jewish and everything, and this Crispy Bacon Night is very intriguing.
We Iowans love our bacon.
Happy Yom Kippur.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Mighty 1630 KCJJ.
Hey, it's Peter Harmon.